Imagine a large university lecture hall. It is the last day of the semester. But this is not just any ordinary class. It is the final lecture of Professor Arthur, a beloved teacher who is retiring after 40 years of teaching philosophy. The room is packed. Students are sitting on the stairs, standing at the back, all waiting to hear his final words of wisdom. The air is filled with a respectful, heavy silence. Professor Arthur walks in. He walks slower than he used to, but his eyes are still bright and sharp. He doesn't bring any books. He doesn't turn on a projector. He simply places a large, empty glass mayonnaise jar on his desk. Without saying a word, he reaches under the desk and pulls out a bag of golf balls. He starts dropping them into the jar, one by one. Clink, clink, clink. He fills the jar until the golf balls reach the very top. Not a single ball more can fit. He looks up at the students and asks, "Is this jar full?" The students nod and chorus together, "Yes, it is full." The professor smiles. He reaches under the desk again and pulls out a bag of small pebbles. He pours the pebbles into the jar. He shakes the jar gently. The pebbles roll into the open areas between the golf balls. They fill all the empty spaces that looked like they didn't exist. He asks again, "Is the jar full now?" The students laugh lightly and say, "Yes, now it is definitely full." The professor pauses. He pulls out a third bag. This one is filled with fine sand. He pours the sand into the jar. The grains of sand flow like water, filling the tiny gaps between the pebbles and the golf balls. The jar is now packed solid. "Now," the professor says, "is it full?" "Yes," the students shout. "It is completely full." Professor Arthur wipes his hands on a towel. He looks at the jar. Then he looks at the young faces before him. His voice becomes serious and quiet. "I want you to realize that this jar is your life. The golf balls are the important things. They are your health, your family, your children, your true friends, your passions. The things that, if everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, but less so. They are your job, your house, your car, your clothes. They are nice to have, but they are replaceable. And the sand," he pauses, letting the word hang in the air. "The sand is everything else. The small stuff, the scrolling on social media, the gossip, the arguments over politics on the internet, the endless emails, the jealousy, the noise." He leans forward, gripping the podium. "Here is the truth that destroys most people's happiness. If you put the sand into the jar first, there is no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. Think about it. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, on the anger, the distractions, the validation from strangers online, you will never have room for the things that are truly important. We live in a world that sells us sand. Every notification on your phone is sand. Every advertisement is sand. They want you to fill your jar with cheap, meaningless grains until you have no space left for your own soul. Don't fall for it. Pay attention to the golf balls first. Take care of your health. Play with your children. Call your parents. Take your partner out for dinner. Pursue the dream that scares you. There will always be time to clean the house or answer the emails. There will always be time for the pebbles. But the golf balls, once they are gone forever." The room is completely silent. Some students are wiping tears. The lesson has landed deep in their hearts. But the professor isn't done. From under the desk, he pulls out 2 cups of hot coffee. He pours the coffee into the jar. The dark liquid flows into the sand, filling the microscopic spaces that were left. The jar absorbs it all. A student raises her hand and asks, "Professor, what does the coffee represent?" Professor Arthur smiles, his eyes crinkling with warmth. "I'm glad you asked," he says. "It just goes to show you that no matter how full your life may seem, no matter how many golf balls, pebbles, and sand you have, there is always room for a cup of coffee with a friend."